wide awake. Got foes and family mad at me 'cause I chose a new path that's promising. I'm in a different world, my own galaxy. In my line, soberating.
Hi, how y'all doing? I would say welcome to my channel. All right, if this is your first time here to my channel, thank you for clicking onto this video. If you have been here before and you're coming back, then I do appreciate it so much, especially if you are subscribed. Okay, thank you so much. I just wanted to talk a little bit on the topic of marriage. I feel like I'm being asked for my opinion on marriage. Okay, my opinion on marriage. First and foremost, I must say that marriage is a beautiful thing. I am not, again, this is my opinion, my perspective. I'm not basing it off the statistics of divorce. I'm not basing it off the marriages today. No. What I overall think of the institution of marriage, I believe it can be a beautiful thing. So the instituting of marriage, the joining of two lives together, and you're signing away, like you're signing off on it, is with a lot of things that you agree to do. A lot of times you have to sign it. So you can look at the marriage license as like a contract. Like you go into a contract, an agreement with this said person. You guys hopefully have discussed, or you guys know what is expected of each one, and then you sign this paper and you go through even a ceremony, and then you begin into a journey of marriage life together. Okay, so you have that. Now, before, I must say that I myself, I have been technically married twice. Okay, once, or at first, married for love. I feel like I was in love. Didn't take long at all. We were married. We had 3 children together. All right, somewhere in there, we divorced. So I've been through that journey. And sometime after that, there was another marriage. There was more of a contract. Like we had made a deal. We basically made a deal. Like it was something that he needed, and it's something that I needed at the time, and we entered into a marriage together. A divorce came, and that happened. So here I am now, single. I've been through that. I've been through marriages. I've experienced that, with those said people. So here I am today. And still I have respect for the marriage union. I really do. In my opinion, like it's nothing to play and joke around with, it's nothing to just do, right? But now I could see myself agreeing to go into a partnership with an individual, and we not necessarily sign on the dotted line for it to happen. So I can see that for myself now. Okay. So like for me, like I'll tell you what helped get me there to where I'm thinking now. Like the word commitment, and like committed, like we're committed to one another. Like I am really big on words, like depending on where you place them, like what punctuations you put with them, what words you use before and after them, how you're saying it and delivering it, the body language, how your eyes look when you're saying those words. They're important to me, right? So when I think of being in a commitment and being committed, like, I just don't like how it sounds anymore. I don't like how it sounds. Like, to be committed, like, you need to define it. Define the word committed. Committed, okay? So it's like, I want to agree. I want us to agree. It's almost like a handshake. You know, once upon a time, when two people shake on it, that's what it was. That's what it was. Like, when they say you can take a man for their on their word. Like, if I said it, like, my word is bond. Like, I like to kind of say I feel like that about for myself. Like, no, my word is bond. Like, if I say that's what I'm finna do, that's what I'm finna do. Like, so I myself can go into an agreement. And so I don't need to sign on the dotted line. I don't need that. You know? So the whole game of it all is, I guess, finding someone who can meet me there and just let their word be their bond. Like, that has nothing but absolute truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But do I feel the need to be committed? Do I feel the need to sign on the dotted line? You know, not necessarily, you know. But it's something that's up for discussion. You know, I'm not against it either. Like, we can do the license, you know, for certain reasons. You know, there's other reasons as well to have that paperwork as well, I must say. You know, so there's reasons to have the paperwork. So you want to think about that. Yeah, just in case something happens to one or the other, you know what I'm saying, you have that paperwork showing and declaring who you are to that person, like, indeed, you know. So, you know, there are reasons to sign on the dotted line. So I'm not against that. But if I meet someone and their take on it is that, you know, I never really just wanted to do all the marriage license and everything, I could possibly be with that. So I'm really open. And years ago, I was not open. Like, hey, we finna do it. We finna sign on the line, you know. Now, something that is not up in the air for me, like, I must have like a symbolism. It's a symbolism. It's like a token of affection. It's like, you can see that from a mile away. Like, well, hopefully you can see it from a mile away. Hopefully. So, you know, that ring on my finger is something that I must have. Where it's signing the paper, not necessarily, right? If not even like a ceremony, like, you know, the wedding. I mean, I think that just is more of like a preference, you know, not like it has to happen, but, you know, that's something that, for a preference for me, that I would want. You know, I would want that. I would want that day. I want that moment, you know, if for nothing else, for memories, you know, but to just set aside a certain time to dedicate ourselves to one another. I think for me, that is something that's necessary. I believe it's necessary. Very necessary. Now, to kind of break it down and to really go into my opinion of marriage. For me, if I'm agreeing to be in this marriage, then I feel like what I'm agreeing to is to put you first. I am agreeing to be your partner and your helper. I am agreeing to have your back. I am agreeing to becoming one with you. Now, what song? There's a song coming to my head. I just be tripping when these songs come. Okay. The song I'm hearing is, when you move, I move. Just like that. I move, you move. Just like that. That's how I feel about marriage. When you move, I move. It's just like that. It's nothing like, it's like a lot of stuff's like not even, we don't even have to discuss it. Because we're syncing. Once you begin to sync with someone, you guys are just moving, and it's flowing as one, you know. And it doesn't take, I wouldn't want it to take a whole lot of sitting and talking. We need to talk. You know, when the woman says that and the man just hates that. We need to talk. Like, I don't like those moments. Like, you know, I don't like those moments. Like, it's hard for me to get there when I'm like, to where I'm like, hey, we need to talk. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. If I have to get there, something is totally not right. Okay? So I don't like those moments. I feel like we, you know, sometimes, I mean, you definitely need to talk, right? You just need to catch up, you know. You definitely need to, from time to time, be sure that you guys are on the same page and what's going on, what's going forward, discussing things. Make sure y'all on the same page. So, you know, definitely talking, communicating is key. It's key. But there's not very many moves that he will be making, and I don't know about them. You know, there's not very many things that I have going on and he doesn't know about them. That's the only way we can move in sync and reach our goals, right? So my goals are no longer my goals. My goals are our goals. His goals have become my goals. We have our goals. You get what I'm saying? Because what I'm doing, whatever it is that I'm doing, it is the profit, the house, the village. Okay? I feel like I must say for some, I'm hearing it. There is nothing wrong with each individual, and I urge you to each have your own little thing that you do, and it's for you. Okay? So when I say everything, you know, I'm talking as if I'm talking to like really grown adult people. Okay? But no, I urge each partner, each person, each individual to have their own thing outside of one another. You know, even a place to go outside of one another to stay in tune with self. Oh, I urge you, whatever it is that you into, where you go to yourself, like they call it the man cave. Hey, I urge my man to have a man cave. Okay? Because I will have something. I got an office, I got a prayer room, I got an extra something to where I go for me. And like, hey, don't even come to this door type of thing. All right? So I urge people to have that. If it's the strip club, hey, if that's something y'all both cool with happening, hey, I urge that man to get his butt to the strip club. If that's your thing, you need to do that. Okay? Again, the most important part of all of what I said is that my priority becomes him, and his priority becomes me. So that way, no one is missing out. No one is lacking. No one is in need of. We're both being taken care of. So if I'm looking out for you, but it seems like you never really catch me when I'm falling. But I'm looking out for you though. It's like that's not balanced. There's no balance there. You know, a lot of partnerships be like the men, if I must say, the men take on. Women take on a lot too. They take on a lot too. I don't feel the need to say that, right? But there's a lot of relationships where a lot of things are put on to the man to do. Yeah, all the way down to gassing up her car, to mowing the lawn, to whatever. You know, we have made certain jobs or whatever, like the man's job, and certain things the woman's job. And I don't necessarily feel like that's so. Like there's a certain job for whoever. It's like whoever's the best at it, whoever has time for it, who's ever capable of doing it. So I myself, I'm not against taking out the trash. I have arms, I have hands, you know, as long as it's not too heavy for me, which, you know, I be lifting my weights. So, you know, I can lift some pretty heavy things. I mean, it's trash. Either I wear gloves or I wash my hands when I'm done. So, that's something I'm not against. I don't look at that as a man thing. Gassing up my car, I can do that myself, although I don't like to do it. So if that's something that he does, is the man thing to do, then I would appreciate that, right? So I just want us to get a little better with like, what is the role? What's the role of the man and the role of the woman? Is to take care of what needs to be taken care of. That's the role. So if you're at home that day and I'm not there, and it's about 5 p.m., you see ain't no food getting cooked, don't be sitting around waiting on the woman to cook. Make something to eat. Order in or order out, however they go. Order in, order out. You get what I'm saying? That for me will keep the confusion and everything down. Again, there is no certain role necessarily for each mate to play. If you see that it needs to be done, then we're gonna do it. Okay? So yeah, maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe that's why I've been in some very unbalanced relationships, in my opinion. Because my partner becomes my priority, but it feels like I end up lacking. I end up drained because I don't feel like I'm a person's priority, right? So that is something I see as in marriage. We both exchange. You take care of me, I'm taking care of you. You don't have to worry about yourself. So now you're being selfless. Okay? I want to be selfless. I don't want to have to worry about me. I'm taking care of you. And I don't have to worry about me. You want to know why? Because you're taking care of me. So we good. Understand? What's my opinion on marriage? A deal breaker. What's my deal breaker? What's my deal breaker? What is the number one thing that I just will not go forward with? I will not tolerate. I'm trying to think. Really just one thing is coming to my mind. So I guess that's it. Not necessarily. Well, I guess my deal breaker is I really need for a man to have some type of, I would say, relationship with God. But for me, it's really more of a enlightenment. Like I need him to be enlightened with life. You know what I'm saying? Like I need him to be awakened. If that makes sense. Yeah. So I don't know. That's just something that I can tell. I feel like I can tell. So yeah, I wouldn't say a person that go to church. I wouldn't say person that's spiritual. I wouldn't say those words per se. But a person that has been enlightened. Okay? Oh, goodness. Good bilge. Honesty. Honesty is really big for me because I will know. I will eventually find out. What I need to know, it will eventually come to me. And I'm continuing every day to work on, like, just being a better me. And with that, it's like being forgiving. I've lied. I've lied before, right? So I know there's spaces for a person to not tell the truth. There's timings of that, like, So I guess they might call that like a fib or a white lie or something, right? And somebody else will say, no, a lie is a lie. But I promise you, And that's even if, because I'm not saying, oh, if you tell me the truth, I'm not saying like I ain't gonna feel a way about it. I ain't gonna say like I'm gonna be running around smiling after you tell me a lie and it made me feel some type of way and I'm gonna be smiling. No, I might feel a way. But lying, let me tell you about lying. Lying is a form of manipulation. You don't, it's like witchcraft. You don't give me the facts and allow me to decide on how to move. You give me a lie and you basically forcing me to respond off of something that is not actual. Does that make sense? Like you're forcing me. And I don't want to be forced into anything. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I have interacted with people that were men that, hey, they gonna tell the truth. They gonna tell you what's going on. Exactly. They gonna tell you what's on their mind. They gonna tell you the word, what they saying might come off so harsh, you know, to your little feelings, especially as a woman. You know, they talk about we so emotional. So yeah, as a woman, it's like, oh my God, can't believe you said that. But it's the truth versus a sweet liar. Something about a person that tells the truth. Like that truth is jacked up. Like, man, oh, you did that, but man, I can respect you and I can, man, you still talking to him? Yeah. He told the truth. He told the truth. I can respect a person that tells the truth even if it hurts my feelings. That's just me. Tell me the truth. Let me respond how I want to respond. And then we'll go on from there. If you go into a marriage or you go into an agreement, a partnership, and 5, 6 years go by, 8, 9 years go by, however long, 20, 22 years go by. And for the most part, they were good. And you enjoyed them. Y'all had some fun. It was a journey. And we get to a space in there where, for whatever reason, you are wanting to, you feel like at that moment, you're feeling like you're wanting to be out of that partnership and agreement. What I don't want us to do is to get to where we begin to hate each other. We get to where we begin to to lie and to sneak around with each other, or, you know, behind each other's back. That's where I don't want to get. Can you please tell me that you're done? Like tell me that it's the end. Tell me it's over. Like I want to hear that. I want to know. I want to know. I want the space that if my mind tells me, hey, I'm done, I want to have that space to be able to tell you that. Is that a situation where we're going to be, you know, having fun and eating ice cream? No. But let's begin that. Let's begin it. Like, that's where we've come after these 22 years. I want to be able to tell you. I don't want to be in a space where, oh, I can't tell them that for any reason. I want that space to be available for you, for me, to discuss it. Let's not irritate each other. Let's not continue to play happy and play like, let's not do it. Let's not do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. So that I feel like is like one of my number one fears of going into another relationship. Like, it's a fear because I'm already looking at the possible ending and things getting so ugly. And I don't want that. I don't want that ugly. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. so we can end this thing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be probably mad. I probably have my feelings hurt. Oh my God, gotta move on. You know, I might. Hey, ain't no telling. But let's do that. Let's get it. Let's get it going. Don't start sneaking around behind my back. Okay, don't start lying to me. Don't make me start lying to you. Okay. But my opinion on marriage is and can be a very beautiful thing. Okay? If it's done correctly with two mature people that are convinced that in this world, in this lifetime, that this person is someone that I want to occupy extra time and space with. Like I'm sure. I'm convinced. I want you in my space. Because that's what it is. You're inviting someone into your space for long periods of time. And if you're not ready to do that, then you might want to rethink marriage. I mean, you probably just really, really like them. But that don't mean you want marriage. So you can really like a person and you know, see them every day and not enter into marriage. So if I'm going to enter into marriage, those are things that I ask myself. Do I want to occupy extra space for extra long periods of time? Is this him? Is this him? You know. Is this him? I'm sure I'll think of a million things after this, but that is my opinion, my take, my view on marriage. Okay. Cannot end this video without sending you guys a love and light. And y'all see my grandbaby? Say hey. Say I am Jaden. Say I'm Jaden. They call me Fat Man. Y'all see why they call me Fat Man?